some of the cards.
Yeah, it's already 9 o'clock. Right, better go figure it out and get in on it.
I want it. Didn't see me working at it like the last couple hours. I've been working it. A lot of my stuff's alright. I can't. I don't know that I can take it overnight and leave it in the car overnight very well. Oh, there's this other place. I'm gonna send an email request. We probably have to get a new permit. I think he's on from South Korea.
How we doing, guys?
Yeah, FOIA and Ethereum's or airlines and stuff.
Kevin Scott Graham was in this? Wow. Nice. Oops, I forgot to put in the time that we were supposed to break, and I didn't. So 9 o'clock it is. 9 o'clock it is. Whoops. All right, let's jump in here and let's do the random. I am display capture 2. There we go. All right, let's jump over here. 29 teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we're going to get the teams over here. Paste values only. Colorado at the top, Mariners at the bottom. Colorado at the top, Mariners at the bottom. Here are the names. Should be 29 names. Look, there it is. 29 names. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chris Monroe at the top. Mark Wiemeyer at the bottom. Hey, Nat, can you change that paper out? Somebody didn't change paper out. Here's our list. We're going to hang on it for a minute and let everybody take a look at it. We're going to let everybody take a look at it. And then we're going to print it out. And we're going to get into trading phase. 9:15, the trading phase is over. And we will be into opening product. You can take that other stack of those orange ones if you want.
The ones that put out there?
Yeah.
I want to put one on there that has hospital powder on it.
Oh, I can just trade that out. Yeah. Next. Print. Watch out. Uh-oh. Print. It's a paper jam. Hey, get in real quick in that, please. Lift that. There's no paper jam. Lift the top up there. One sec, we might have a paper jam. So you get to look at this while we're figuring this out. No paper jam?
So you can cancel your print.
Oh, jeez. Come on. Seriously? What?
Alright, I hit X. So whatever you cancel, you cancel. And then hit that.
We may or may not have this up. Let's just bring it up and hang out. That way you guys can look at it.
This one sounds like it's gonna be different.
What? Is it going to work?
Exercise.
Alright, throw that one away. Third time's a charm. Is it?
There we go.
Alright. Alright. We're going to call this one SP1. SP1. And we're going to date it 10/2/21. And then we're going to go back over here. We're going to take it off display capture. We're going to come back to this. And we're going to say, phew, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Let's see if we can put this up here. Okay. Let's bring it back. And tighten it up. There we go. Chris Monroe's on the top. Tighten it up. Hey, tighten it up, dummy. Focus. Looks fairly focused.
Dad, is this break called GL2?
It's called what?
GL2.
Good luck 2. What break?
The one that you just did earlier.
What was it called? It's called.
GL2. It should be GL2.
Is it GL2? Okay.
Gold label.
Oh yeah, gold label. There, look at that. It looks all awkward and junk. I like it. So I have all the names in for the giveaway after we're done. And we'll go over the order after we're done with that so everyone can see everyone's in. And then we will give away the jersey. I'll shut it down and bring it back up so we know. What's up, Scott? I have Nationals if anyone wants to trade. I'll trade Mets for the Rangers. The Mets for the Rangers. Yeah, somebody has to give away New Jersey. You know, somebody has to. Might as well be us. Might as well be us, Scott. So we're giving away New Jersey. You get the Shores. You get all of it. What's up, Dallas? We're giving away the entire state of New Jersey. Let me show you again the jersey. You can see you'll see the top camera. I'll show you in there. So here, I haven't even taken it out yet because I just don't want to. So look in the top-down cam. So here's our Ryan Mountcastle jersey. I guess it, which way does it go? Is he number 6? I guess he's number 6. So here's our Ryan Mountcastle autograph jersey that we're giving away. This week is Ryan Mountcastle. Next week, everything, I have all my rest of my stuff coming in the first wave. So we will start using the wheel. The wheel will determine your fate. The wheel of autographs and stuff. Not to be confused with the wheel of Joey Bart, which we will not be. Just forget I even mentioned it. You're not supposed to know about that. It's a different story. 10 minutes. Do I see any trades yet? Padres for Yankees? No. Diamondbacks and Royals are for trade. Will Vanette be helping with the wheel? Vanette, will you be helping with the wheel? She made a face, Scott. You're in trouble.
No, I didn't know we needed help with the wheel.
Mets for Blue Jays. I see the Mets for the Blue Jays. That's pretty good. That's not a bad one. Brian Lewis, do you have the Mets, Brian? Brian does not want the Mets. Toby wants to give the Mets for the Blue Jays. Doesn't sound too terrible to me. Matt's happy with his teams. Who did Matt get? Chicago White Sox, Tampa Bay. Holy cow. And the Atlanta Braves. Good grief, Matt. Good for you. Doggone. That's nice. Kenny, who got the last spot, got the Yankees. Brian wants to trade with Toby. Brian wants to trade with Toby. Toby, I just need you to acknowledge said trade. And then we will put it on the books. We'll put it on the board. Toby. Toby says yes. Okay, hold on. Let me write it down. Who's trading now? What are we trading? The Mets and the Marlins or something? Okay, the Mets are going to Toby. Toby. F. And the who? Blue Jays? I can't remember that far. The Blue Jays are going to Brian Lewis. A trade. We have a trade. Ding, 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 ding. Anyone else? I will trade. Stanley has the Cardinals now. I will trade. Let's see. Who has somebody we're trading? Is Kenny here? Can I trade off the Yankees without Kenny being here? I will trade off Kenny's Yankees for I don't know. You had an offer. You had an offer for the Rangers for the Mets. You should have taken that. Though the Rangers have some potential. I mean, there's some decent guys in there. If you get Acuna and those guys, you know. If you get Bayron. I don't know who's in these. We're about to find out. We're going to do these first. We're going to do these first. We're going to do these second. These 4 boxes second. And then we're going to finish with the Spectra. So that's the order we're going to go in.
Are we sleeping everything in this break?
Nope. We're going to have to sleeve all the Spectra for sure. But these I'm not. I'm only going to do the hits on the... I'm only going to do the hits on the Ginter. I'm only going to do hits on the Archives. There's only 16 cards per box in the Spectra, so we're going to sleeve all that. Sleeve and top load all that. So, you know, all that'll be... Brewers for Rangers. Oh, okay. Here's what we'll do with the. Here's what we're gonna do with the non hits, if there are any. At the end of this, I forgot about those, Stan. I'm sorry. We will take and we'll go back to the list and we'll random for people who bought in, and they'll get it. So the other spot will be given away. Should have sold it, huh? Why didn't I sell that spot? I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. 9:15, let's roll. So we got something we're going to be giving away if we hit another. Unless it's another autograph that's a big one that I could resell quickly, then skip you guys. And if you don't like it, get the hell out. That's mean. I didn't mean that, of course. Well, not completely. You might win them on non-sport for free, Ben. For free. Let's find out, shall we? I got tiny sleeves and tiny top loaders at the ready. Somebody's going to get the non-sport spot. Ooh, that's pretty. For free. Oh, I forgot about the non-sport spot. I wanted that. I should have kept that instead of giving it to you guys. I don't like you guys that much now that you maybe give it a... Oh, sweet. Somebody gets Waddle. 5 out of 5. What? What kind of dummy gives away the other spot? What kind of bozo just gave up this card? Oh, my Lord. Honestly. Darn you, Stan. Darn you. I'm gonna get all angry. Darn you to heck, Stan. Got it. That's a nice one. Let's go in a little deeper. Let's go in a little deeper. Little deeper, a little more. Is it a big one? How much is this card worth? How much is this card worth that somebody gets for free because of Stan? There we go. What is that on there? There we go. That's pretty. Somebody guesstimate. What's the card's worth? Is Waddle on the Dolphins? I like that one. Jalen Waddle. Yeah, it's nice. It's got to be worth a few bucks, right? It's got to be worth a few bucks. Steven Stress Fracture Burger. Man, these are all black, huh? Dang, that sucks. That sucks. These are all black. Moniac, Lizardo, Hanson, Bop, Mo Vaughn out of 10. Oh, it's autographed. Mo Vaughn for the Red Sox out of 10. Woo, look at that. Purdiness, 8 out of 10. Mo Vaughn, very nice. For the Boston Red Sox. I like it. Waddle was the Dolphins' first pick this year? I apologize for not knowing that, but I didn't know that. Somebody who had the Red Sox feels a lot better. It feels... Is that you, Mike? Look at that. How you like them apples? Mo Vaughn, 8 out of 10. I like it. That's what I like to see. Moniac. This is hard when these are... I think I'm gonna take some of these things and just leave. It's a nice box, though. Freddie Freeman. Do these have a glare on them? Anyone notice if they have a glare on them? Not really, huh? It's kind of nice. A little bit, but not bad.
Hey, what'd you do with the new armory kit? I can't find it.
I put it in the bottom of the display case to the right of the opening. Hold on one sec, guys.
Oh, never mind. I got it.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Sarah Spain, one of my least favorite writers. Honestly, I don't, and I'm not saying this because she's a woman. I think women are plenty smart. Jackie McMullen is one of my favorites. I think Jackie is an actual thinker. I think she has a lot of intelligent things to say and a lot of intelligent contributions to make. I don't necessarily believe the same thing about Sarah Spain. Matter of fact, when I watch Around the Horn, I always root for Jackie when she's on there. Big fan, Jackie McMullen. Taylor Trammell. Ooh, I like that one. Jesus Luzardo. I like that one a lot. That's a really nice Hank Aaron card. Who has the Braves? I got to stand these straighter. I'm sorry. Couple $100. Nothing wrong with that. Couple $100 freebie. It feels like there's something in here. Turner, Chipper. Ooh, Jonathan India. Sleeve it. Jonathan India. Hell no, I guess there's not. I guess it was just a Jonathan India. Wong. Hendrick Peterson. Aw, cute kids. Get him out of here. A-Rod, get him out of here. Well, I don't know this guy, so he can stay. Hey, look at that. Which one? So one of these is an error card. There can't be two people named Marquez in this world. That is an uncommon name. Carlson. Oh, there he is again. How precious. Brooks Robinson. Is my camera down a little bit? Somebody just pulled his entire camera off. Hang on. Oh, break us, interrupt us. Oh, it's going to be a video. Dumb Breaker destroys his live feed by killing his camera. Details at 11. Come on, if something didn't happen, it would be a fun break. That's the price we pay for old Mr. Waddle there. Okay, you guys gonna stay. All right, so you're good right there. You're not supposed to. All right, you're good right there. Hey, I said you're good right there. Stop. Quit moving. All right, I think we're good. I think we're good now, barring another minor catastrophe where I jam something off the end again. We might be okay. Are we better now? Let's find out. Okay. Now we're gonna have to fix the picture again. We're gonna have to back it up a little bit. There we go. Hey! Hey! Mistakes happen. I was trying to fix the camera. I knocked the whole thing off there. I can't help it. I'm not perfect. Lucas Giolito. I could be breaking in front of my television screen and opening packs off camera. Trevor Lawrence. You know? Could be doing that. Did I skip the stack? Did I? I don't know. Let's go back and look at the stack. No, because the last one was Little Waddle, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I mean, Kelly. Yeah, we did this one. Because I said 2 Marquez. Shut up. Doorbell. No doorbell. No power outage. You guys see the rearranging of the shop we did? Gary Carter Baker. Vato Bobuchet. I still don't know who she is. Jeff Bagwell. She's a soccer player. Anthony Rizzo. You think Rizzo's happy to be a Yankee? I think he is. Andre. Coke. Or Koch. It's got to be probably Coke. Kershaw. I feel bad for Clayton Kershaw, but you know the Dodgers honestly are probably better off with him not pitching in the playoffs. Truthfully, not that I think there's any such thing as a curse. I just think that when if it gets in your head, then you're in trouble. Ooh, Josh Gibson. I'm going to do this, guys. I'm going to pull rank. I'm keeping the Josh Gibson black. I didn't keep one for myself. So I'm keeping that since the card's not worth anything. And I collect Negro League memorabilia. You'll have to indulge me this one time. Thank you. Appreciate it. Or instead you get Andres. Did we completely and totally? We just did our first plant trade night. Oh, Harmon Killebrew. And after we got done, we were like, we need to make some changes. We need to make some changes. My claims are never incorrect. My claims are always right. Dylan. Actually, we have more table space than we had before, which is nice. I have more table space, which is nice. Joe Dell. And we have a plant trade night. Yes, it's a monthly thing we just started where people bring in their plants and they trade them at night. Next one actually might be on a Saturday, though. It might be plant trade morning. So we're thinking that the next one will be a Saturday plant trade morning. I guess you could do that. Ooh, that's sweet. Look at that Bob Gibson. Anderson. Jan. Where are we going? Joe Adele. What are we getting? Milk and what else? Do we need anything for tomorrow? Oh, look at these tiny. That's what I'm asking. I'm going to take the big Josh Gibson, too. Sorry. Taking the big Josh Gibson, too. Nope, don't feel bad. Sorry. Thank you. If anyone doesn't want to be a part of the drawing later on for the Waddle, and they would rather, I'll be happy to leave you out. Let me know. Let me know. Maybe some Phillips Hue strip lights. I'm gonna absolutely Joey Bart do 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 Joey Bart do 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 Joey Bart do 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 do. Joey Bart. All right, that's enough. Joey, get in there. Cigar. Tommy Lasorda. Basabe. And I don't know who that guy's. These are pretty. You know what's pretty about them? The black border. Harper. Lou Gehrig. Garcia. Ooh, Larry Doby. I won't keep Larry Doby. He was also a Negro Leaguer. First American League Negro Leaguer. Well, okay. Well, I guess everyone can say thanks to Matt. I'm going to keep the other spot for myself. Appreciate it. Since it wasn't part of it, I like it. I will get that Waddle listed right after the break, since there was no provision for it in the break. I don't feel any obligation to give it away. Thank you. Let's hope we hit another one in the other break. Maybe in the other half, we will hit an autograph of What's His Butt, and then I'll have two things to sell. Then I'll have 2 things to sell and not feel bad in the least about. But the person who bought the other spot, if you have any problems with it, you can call 1-900-CALL-CL. 1-900-CALL-CL. And we will abide by whatever his decision is, you know, since I'm in the break. Look, Joey, you're also here. Oh, look at that. Oh, snap. Now I get another one. Woo! Softball player, 9 out of 10. Uh-oh, I got to wait. I get a softball player, 9 out of 10. My other spot's ramping up. Look out. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Rangham. I don't know what a Rangham is, but that's okay. Rendon. Walker Bueller. So I guess every box you get a /10 auto? Is that true? Greg Maddux. Derek Jeter. Tommy Lasorda. Roy Campanella. I like Roy Campanella. Andres, he's another. Frank Thomas. He was another before. He stays an other now. Chapman. Ronald Acuna. Hey, look, it's Waddle again. You got a /15 in your box, huh? Sweet. Sanchez. Wood Jr. I don't know. I don't know what a Wood Jr. is, but I am going to put a little top loader on Waddle. I'm going to sell my little black border Waddle with my red border Waddle. That's pretty awesome. Juan Soto, unless the person who has the other spot has any kind of an issue with that. If you do, please feel free to speak now. Andrew Valgan. Willie McCovey. Reese Hoskins. Nope. Xander. Garrett Cole. Steve Carlton. Matt Chapman. Honestly, does anyone think that Rangamotto is worth anything? Garland. Blue Bob. Very nice. Georgie Brett. Marcus Simeon. Bobby Dalbec. Bobby Bubich. Hey, Honus Widener. I like Honus Widener. I should keep that one too. Patino. Ron Carew. Tucker. Shohei Ohtani. Who's the American League MVP? Is it Shohei Ohtani or is it Vlad Jr.? Waddle. I still say it's Vlad Jr. And I say it's robbery if they give it to Ohtani. Absolute robbery. Highway robbery. Why Ohtani hands down? Why Ohtani? I want to know why hands down. In what way is Ohtani the most valuable player for all the teams in the American League? All the teams. Why? Why? He's an average pitcher. He's an average pitcher. He's not a Cy Young candidate, is he? Though he'll probably get some Cy Young votes just because. You really think that Ohtani is a more outstanding player at 20, how old is he, than Vlad Jr. is at 22? I think you guys are full of crap. I think you guys have bought into this Ohtani nonsense. You need to go back and you need to reevaluate your entire world. I think Salvador Perez, I honestly think Salvador Perez deserves some votes too, though the problem with Salvador Perez is he's on a losing team. It's like with Ohtani. You know, what did somebody say the other day, which was I can't remember exactly how it was said. Look, now somebody gets to Josh Gibson. That, you know, Marcus Semien should get some votes. He's having an outstanding season. But I don't know how you take Vlad, you look at Vlad Jr. and you say to yourselves, you look at his body of work as a hitter, and you say to yourself, yeah, no, it's Ohtani. I mean, his team's right there in the playoff hunt. I don't buy him to the hype. That's probably why I will never get a vote for MVP. To be quite honest with you, I think Vlad's the American League MVP, and I do not think that any of the three contenders for National League MVP that they keep talking about should win it. Oh, Trevor Lawrence. I don't think it's Tatis. He's on a losing team. I don't think it's Bryce Harper. He's not on a losing team. You know? But he's not on a playoff team. And then who does that leave you with? Cronenworth. What is Ohtani's pitching? What is he pitching? Is he like 12-2 with an ERA in the twos? I'll be honest with you, I haven't looked. Ohtani's a DH? There should be a player's award that is equivalent to the most valuable player, I think. Honestly, pick one. Are you a pitcher? I think Brandon Crawford has had a better year than Tyler O'Neill, and he's meant more to the Giants. I still believe that Brandon Crawford will not get any love, but he deserves. The guy's hitting 300 with 20-something home runs and 90-plus RBIs. Maybe it's 90 RBIs. Those are MVP numbers. They're going to wind up giving the MVP in the National League to a losing club. Joe Adele, Moises Alou, Joe Madden. Tom Hatch is our autograph. Tom Hatch. Though I could certainly see why Tyler O'Neill also deserves consideration, Daniel. Am I thinking of the right player? I think I'm thinking of the right player. Franklin. Hey, it's Franklin. Ryan Mountcastle. Leote. We'll see how it winds up. It's always some schmo who doesn't. They need to change how they need to change when they vote for the MVP, and they need to change how they vote for the MVP. I don't care unless you had a 70-plus home run, 190 RBI season for a last place team. Sorry, What contribution did you make to that team winning? Most valuable player. Then make it a team award. Make the MVP a most valuable player per team award. And all those players then get voted on by whoever. What, didn't we just have Joe Madden? Ooh, Mark Burley. Come on. I dig it. Is he numbered? 9 out of... Ooh, it's hand signed. Or hand numbered. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I dig it. Mark Burley. Nah, Trey Turner split time. He doesn't count. Split time doesn't count. He hasn't been at the Dodgers long. And honestly, the Dodgers aren't playing that, you know. DH, huh? Is that you, Matt? Congratulations. Good for you. Colton Wong. I think the first consideration that you make on MVP, I believe this to my core, is your team a competing team? If you had to tell me, who was the third? Who was the third? I cannot think of the third for some reason. It was Bryce Harper. It was there a Dodger? It wasn't a Dodger. It was a third player on a losing team. Maybe it was a Brave. Oh, Soto. It might have been Juan Soto. Might have been Juan Soto. And so if you're gonna tell me those three, I'm giving it to Juan Soto. Woo, Casey Mize, Detroit, very nice. 55 out of 100. I think the first consideration to be made is that. I'm not saying no MVP for Trout at all. Trout's numbers, Trout as a player transcends. Is Shohei Ohtani transcending? Come on. Is he transcending? The guy's been hurt. He's had one decent year. Is he that good of a pitcher? Honestly, what is his record? What is his ERA? What are the peripheral numbers everyone makes such a big deal about with Shohei Ohtani? Sell your cards now, boys and girls. He's not going to repeat this. He is not going to repeat this performance. Sorry. If there is a player on a team that is competing, that is near what the other guys are in numbers, I think that they should have the advantage because they are on a team that is in competition for something. Guess what? Lewin Diaz. Ugh. You won an MVP award? Go get on a team that doesn't suck. 9-2 with what kind of an ERA? And what are his peripherals good? This is called on top something. I don't know. It's something that I got on the Topps website. Those 582 things. Nick Vandergo. Hold on. Let me grab a box. Topps Archive Snapshots. We're going to do another break with this stuff. So then put him in contention for the the Cy Young. He is not the MVP. He is not the MVP. He is not the MVP. He'll probably win the MVP, and Tatis will probably win the MVP. But Tatis is not the MVP. All right, here we go on these. Oh, look at that. That one's die cut. So these have... that's a base card. I disagree completely. Out of 15, This one's out of 15. This is 6 out of 15. Pavin Smith. And guess what we got? We got a redemption. Do I want to bet that Ohtani's the MVP? Oh, I have no doubt. He's already been christened the MVP. He was already christened the MVP at the halfway point in the year. That doesn't mean he is the MVP. You don't think there's other things that go into play when they pick the MVP? Come now. What foolish world do we live in? What foolish world do we live in that we don't think there's other factors in play? Come now. Is he the MVP? Absolutely not. Look at Vlad on a competing team who has been dang near Triple Crown numbers the entire year. Come now. You're going to tell me that somehow doesn't count? Please, stop. Stop. Oh, so what was this? So we get 4 cards per pack. Find 4 autographs and 4 memorabilia. 1, 2, 3 on average. Okay, so this is, do we get 2 base cards? So this is a base die cut. Let's see. If are you really? Then you don't know me very well. If you believe that, you don't know me very well. You haven't been paying attention. I'm not a homer when it comes to those kind of things. I've never been a homer in those kind of things. If I was a homer, I'd be over there extolling the virtues of Buster Posey to you guys every day. And he is better than Yadier Molina. I'm still not a big fan of him. But Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is the MVP on a team that has a good shot at the playoffs. Baseball, Spectra rookie jersey autograph, card number 136 of Alec Boehm. I don't know what that means. Spectra rookie jersey autograph. Anyone know what number that is? No, you didn't get me worked up. You didn't get me worked up. I just think those kind of things are foolish to say. And they're intended to do something that they, aren't going to do. Because I'm not a homer. So using a false pretense to try to get me worked up is as silly as anything else. It's like coming up and punching somebody and saying, are you mad? Really? All right, let's go off the back first. Okay, wait a minute. Is this one numbered? Polanco's not, but Ian Anderson is. Rookie Aura. These are not getting sleeved. These have already been, so whatever's here can go.
That's all good to go.
Yeah, that's all good to go. Rookie Aura. What is the Boehm numbered out of? Anyone know? $18 out of 30. 18 out of 30. Randy.
Sleeve cards.
What? There's no sleeve cards.
Oh.
Just get those and take them to Ian so they can get. Out of 25, Arizona. These are pretty cards. These are pretty cards. I like them. Randy. So here, Randall Grichik, Fireworks Fabric out of 20, 12 out of 20. So these are low numbered, which I like. That's a good thing. Randall Grichik. Let's put Randall in there. A Rosarina Rookie of the Year. I'll take your word for it. I have no idea. I haven't been paying attention in the American League. And Dane Dunning. Spectra out of 99. Right when I say low number, then we hit a /99. Can Lou? He can't be Rookie of the Year. Matt's just being silly to be silly now. Matt's just being silly to be silly now.
Why are the Brewers sucking so bad?
What's the score?
6-1.
Well, it's the Giants to win or lose. They gotta do it.
Today is not going to be the day.
Well, I know, but they need to put on their big boy pants tomorrow. Or they're going to be playing one-game playoffs trying to get in. And I don't think they want to be doing that.
Well, it is Giants baseball, so it is torture. So you knew it was going to come down to the line.
Christian Javier, Houston.
Oh, stop.
28 out of 30. 28 out of 30. How can you be a homer? Are you a White Sox fan? I don't even know what that means. Jonathan India. Ooh, look at this pretty thing. In the Zone. Look at that. That's nice. I think Randy Rosarina has a nice autograph, though it's not numbered. Huh. In the Zone. That's pretty. Are you really? That's very nice. Hunter Dozier is not numbered. All right. I kind of think that these should all be numbered. I guess maybe that's just me, but I kind of feel like they should all be numbered. It's kind of hard to put that in upside down. I don't know. It's green. Maybe it's socks or something? Underwear? Out of 30. Look, a homer hit. Lou Bob. Luis. Luis. Can we go which way? I don't know how to go. Do I go this way? Let's go like that. Alejandro Kirk. .30 out of 35. I think they should vote on the MVP after the season is over. After the season is over. Somebody tell me, correct me if I'm wrong here, but don't they vote for the MVP while the season's going and not when the season is over? Ooh, that's pretty. 4 out of 45. That's a nice one. Jordan. I don't know if I would agree with this next card, but it's a nice one. I mean, I guess there's some people who are going to feel like this. Legends. Adrian Beltre, Epic Legends. That's kind of a cool looking card. It's 49 out of 50. Yeah, I think it should be after the season's over. I think all voting should be after the season's over. Because, let's be honest, a player who is on the fringes of the MVP, who leads his team to the World Series title, should get some consideration. And if you vote beforehand, you're like, then you're stuck with like a collapsing team. Voting is after the season is over. That's a good thing then. I thought it was during the season. Tanner Houck during the regular season. This is actually on card out of 199. On card auto Tanner, how? Somebody ask your phone. Here, I'm going to ask my phone. Let's see what my phone says. When did they vote for the baseball MVP? Ah, voters submit. They submit before the playoffs. Voters submit their ballots before the start of the postseason. So they submit the names during the regular season. Before the postseason start is when they toss out the names for MVP. That's what it just, I just looked it up. That's what it just said. That they vote for it at the end of the regular season. It should be voted on after the season is over. Completely and totally after the season's over. And you know what? If it's on the internet, it has to be true. I'm sorry, Ben. I don't believe you. I believe the interwebs, which are never wrong. The interwebs are never wrong. I'm sorry. Let's go at the back here. Andres Jimenez, Cleveland Indians. Yeah, they should vote after the playoffs are over. After the season is done. After the season is done completely. After the playoffs have been played. After the World Series have been decided. 4 out of 20. I think that is the time to decide the MVP. Because a player on the fringes, let's say that Goldschmidt is getting some low-end buzz, right? For the MVP. And then he has this monstrous postseason, and the Cardinals go on and win the World Series. There should be more consideration for him because of the postseason he had. That should come into play. It still, so what? So you're the MVP of the playoffs? I want to be the MVP of the league. And if I'm marginal, I want to be over the top. I want them both. I want Paul Goldschmidt to be the MVP. Yeah, and I still don't agree with that. I understand what you guys are saying, but I think all of that comes into play. I think all of that comes into play. All of that comes into play. And if you do vote for it after the season, but before the regular, is anybody here voting for Fernando Tatis as the MVP? Be honest. Is Tatis the MVP? Is Nolan Jones a prospect, huh? Out of 49. Is Bryce Harper the MVP? And when do they start? When do they have to submit them? I'm going to ask that next. When do they have to submit them? Do they have an open-ended? They can submit them whenever they want, or do they have to do it within like 3 days after the season's over? You don't submit until the season's over, and you have like 3 days. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. But I want the voting then, and you guys are right, that you all make a great point. It is a regular season MVP. Then I want voting to be done when the season is over, before the playoffs start, and not before. So I'm going to have to look that up. Because I got open-ended here. Let's go this way. Blake Snell out of 75 for San Diego. All right. I had the white circle of death there for a second, so I didn't want to go on. Blake Snell. I want that window to be tight. I'm going to have to look all this up so I know. I don't know. No, no, no. That's not what I said. That is not what I said. Then at least put the right words in my mouth. I said, if all things else are equal, if all things are equal, and you have two players who are pretty much equal in their stats, the team that is making the playoffs should have some consideration over the team that is not. The player.
Check out the fills now.
Is that good?
Yeah, they were about yay big before.
Oh, nice. Come on, seriously here. Are we back? Are we good now? Why? What is this? Saturday night at 10 o'clock, we're going to get the White Circle of Death? What kind of crap is that? Honestly, $300 a month to get the White Circle of Death? Give me a break. Kybert Ruiz. No, what I'm saying to you, Matt, is that if all other things are equal, out of 40 for the Dodgers, and you have two guys who are the same, let's say you have 4 candidates, okay? Let's say we have 4 candidates. No, it's my end too. Let's say we have 4 candidates, and 3 of them are roughly equal on the numbers. 25 to 30 home runs, 90 to 100 RBIs, which you kind of have this year. 90 Anderson Tejada out of 199, but only 1 out of the 4 teams is making the playoffs. I think then, in my opinion, the team that is making the playoff, that player should get more consideration because his team is going to be there. Now, if you have someone who hits 75 home runs and drives in 150 RBIs, I don't care what team you play for. That is a way beyond exceptional season. I'm going to say to you again, he's not going to get any MVP consideration. Look up Fernando Tatis's numbers. Look up Bryce Harper's numbers. Look up Brandon Crawford's numbers. They are not far enough apart where you would say, oh, yeah, Tatis is far superior. No. Or Bryce Harper is far superior. No, I don't believe that. Or somehow that even if it were Paul O'Neill or Paul Goldschmidt, that the numbers are so far off that you would say, yeah, those guys deserve the MVP. No, I don't believe that in a second. For a second. Not for a second. Then if it's not, then it's a popularity contest and it doesn't matter. No. Yeah, for a far superior year, I agree with that, Ben. For a far superior year. Yes, you're right. But show me a far superior year that deserves the MVP this year over what other people are doing. Who is having a year so superior that you don't feel like the position of the team should have any consideration? 2 out of 8. This is nice. Chris Bryant. Yeah. Tell me what team. Tell me what player. Yeah, there are exceptions to that rule, but tell me the player. Who is having such great numbers on a sucky team that they are transcending the players who are on the winning teams? Tell me the player. And I'll sit here patiently while we're doing this and wait for you to tell me. Joe Adele out of 50. Nice. What did I do previous to what? Okay, now that's fine. Now let's take that as an example. Let's take that as an example. He's the only player to do it. He's the only player in 100 years to do what he's doing. That is a nonsense argument. If you had players that had been pitching and hitting over the course of the last 100 years, and he is having the best of all the bunch, that's fine. It hasn't been done for 100 years. So that's a non-argument. And then you take a player like Vlad Jr., who is having a better offensive year than he is. A better offensive year. And plays all the time. Shohei Ohtani is a DH. Really? So a DH who played, what did you say there a little while ago, Chris? 109 innings is more valuable than Vlad Jr., who's played, 1,100? Come now. Stop it. Stop it. That's just silliness. Something that only has happened one time in the last 100 years, something that gives you an advantage, please. Come on. Stop it. Yes, I agree with Chris 100%. Stop it. You have no one else you can point to that was both a pitcher and a hitter in the last 100 years, and Babe Ruth did it better anyway. Babe Ruth did it better anyway. I'd agree with you that Tatis is not a team player, but as much as I am not a fan of the Padres, Tatis is a stud. A stud beyond studs. I mean, the guy plays with so much heart every single time he's out there. I watch that guy play. The problem with the Padres is not Tatis. The problem with the Padres, I'm telling you, is Manny Machado. Manny Machado is a drag on that team. Really? Almost every pitcher over the last 100 years is a regular hitter. They are a regular hitter in the game, and then they just pitch every 5 days? Every 5 days? Can you tell me one? Can you name one? You're right. They didn't make the playoffs, but he is a stud. Mike Trout doesn't make the playoffs. He's a stud. High voltage. Tell me one player in the last 100 years. One. Well, that's because he's playing against the Giants, Stan. It's because he's playing against the Giants. 24 out of 50, and they won the game. You know, what are you gonna do? If you can't hit, no one's gonna hit 500. One. I'm waiting for Ben to tell me one player. Just one. I guarantee you this. I'm going to say some names of players. I really do think the problem with the Padres is all right, let's go this way. Machado. I really do think the problem is Machado. Okay. What kind of argument are you making? Does Shohei Ohtani only hit on the days that he pitches? Is that what you're trying to say? If you're telling me that Shohei only plays every 5th day when he pitches, then you're right. He is hands down the greatest player ever to play this game. You're right. He is. I have to hide that. Matt, can we rephrase that a little bit? Then he is the greatest player in the history of the game, hands down. But that's not what happens. How many games did Shohei Ohtani play in that he was not a pitcher? How many games? Did he play 150 games? 16 out of 75? No, because pitchers traditionally have never done that. I'm going to tell you right now, Madison Bumgarner, if he was a regular American League DH and a pitcher, could hit 40 home runs a year. And if you don't know that, you haven't been paying attention. I think there are other guys. Clayton Kershaw is a good hitting pitcher. What's his butt? Pache, that's nice. Out of 199. What's his butt for the Houston Astros is a good hitting pitcher. There are others that you could point to, but no one else has done it. So you can't make an argument for something when no one else has done it in the last 100 years. Thank you, Miles. I think that's a non-argument. Do I accept the argument? Will I personally, this is my opinion. I'm not trying to say, this is my opinion. Really, baseball tradition has stopped them. Shohei Ohtani would only sign with a team that would allow him to hit and pitch, Ben. He didn't give them an option. He didn't give him an option. High voltage, David Price. These cards are pretty cool looking. If I'm going to sign with you, you're going to let me hit and pitch. Or I'm not going to sign with you. Yeah, I'm telling you, Machado's got to go. Somebody will take Machado. He's an American League guy. Machado's an American League guy. He's the Padres are not going to do well with him. I don't believe for a second that he likes Tatis. I think he knows Tatis is a superior player. I think he knows Tatis is liked more by the fans. I think he doesn't like the joy that Tatis plays with, and Tatis plays with a lot of joy. You know, could make the okay. All right. I can see here that we are at an impasse. So let me just say in closing with this Shohei Ohtani thing that I respect your opinion 100%. And we will have to just agree to disagree. 26 out of 35 Ozzy Albies. We will just have to agree to disagree. And you're wrong about other players being able to make the same demands. They couldn't. They could not. Shohei Ohtani came to American baseball with a track record of doing that already in Japan. Brady Singer. So that, again, is a silly argument. Josh Fleming. It's not like he just came to American baseball, and this is the first time he's ever done it. 10 out of 50. And you take your favorite player. You take your favorite player and ask them if they've tried it. Spencer. Come on. Spencer Thorkey out of 99. We've been hitting this guy a lot lately. Don't be negative about it, Ben. You could win. You could win the non-sport spot. You have the equal shot as everyone else. Except for Beninado. Matt has like 3 chances. Oh, wait. Some other people have 2. Well, maybe your chance isn't as good. That's one of the things I like about this channel, Jonathan, is that we can all disagree about things and still have fun doing it. Ooh, this one's fat. Do I believe that Shohei will probably be the MVP? I think he will probably be the MVP. Do I think it's absolute highway robbery that he is? 8 out of 10, Freddie Freeman. I do think it's highway robbery. I think Vlad is 10 times the player that he is with the bat. I think Vlad's team is in contention and Ohtani's is not. So, you know. Got an offer for Sterling at 75 per mini. How many minis are in a Sterling box? Was it 5? $5. Yeah. If you can get a box at $2.99, I would buy a box at $2.99. I'm gonna tell you. You guys want to know what I could restock at? Hold on, I'll tell you. 2 out of 40 for Brady Singer. Hang on, I'll tell you. I can restock Sterling at can I get to $2.99? I'll say it that way. I cannot restock at $2.99. All of anything everywhere that I know that I could get the product from is over $300 a box. So truthfully, if you can find it at $2.99 and you like that product, I think that's a good buy. So that's 75 is what, 375? Yeah, I think, yeah. I think if you could find it $2.99 and you like it, that's a good buy. But $3.75, I mean, I guess if you like a mini, you know, I haven't seen them at $2.99. So maybe Matt can tell you where you can find them at $2.99. 8 out of 25. That's a nice one too. Andrew McCutchen, high voltage. That's pretty. But I could not rebuy them honestly at $2.99. That's the honest truth. Unless, you know, somebody calls me up and says, "Hey, dude, will you take a case from me?" And then I'll be able to restock at $2.99. We always have fun conversations, Chris. Yeah, Bryce Harper. Come on, Bryce Harper. Zach McKinstry out of 199. If you're gonna give the MVP to a player on a losing team, give it to Juan Soto. If you're gonna give the MVP to a player on a losing team, give it to Juan Soto. But I'm telling you, part of this is also a popularity contest, which really ticks me off. Because I'm going to go homer on this one subject. Look at Brandon Crawford's numbers and tell me he doesn't deserve it. Tell me he doesn't deserve more consideration. More consideration that he's going to get. He absolutely does. And he's going to get very little. Buster Posey will probably get more MVP votes than him just because of the popularity contest. Okay, off the bank. Matt Carpenter. 25 out of 75 for Matt Carpenter. $59s, where you at? Here you go. It's Saturday night anyway, Chris. These are the Saturday night conversations. If we didn't have these Saturday night conversations, we'd all be bored and I'd be falling asleep. Spencer Howard. Ooh, that's pretty. What is that? That's not numbered? I'm going to sleep it anyway. Sorry. Yeah, but he's got 20-something home runs. And he's got 90 RBIs. Ooh, that's pretty. Wow, that's a pretty one. I know, I agree. You're right. You're right. You know, and that's all I think what sucks about it. Honestly, this is a nice Badu auto, but this is not numbered. But honestly, I don't put much stock in these guys. All these sports reporters, and they're more interested in who they're dating and what they look like on their Instagram account than they are in actually doing any real work. Look at this pretty thing. Ryan Weathers, Building Blocks. Yeah, that's kind of a neat little thing. 2 out of 5. That's nice. Look at that. I like that. 2 out of 5. And I still believe that the players should vote on the MVP. The players know better. They're in there all the time. And I do think they would do a better job of voting for the MVP. 5 out of 5. What side is that on? Oh, we got to go to the bottom. Jose Ramirez. 31 out of 45. Torkelson, Mize, yeah, they've done pretty well. Probably not, Ben. Probably not. Yeah, I think he would have won. I don't think he would have won 7. But I think he would have won. Because he had a better 4-year span than anyone has had in the history of the game, numbers wise. And so do I think he probably would have 4? I do. I don't think he would have had 7. And to be honest with you, the fact that he won 7 tells you how good he was, because sports reporters hated him. Hated him. And I know because I was there. They hate him. Chris Bubich. Guys that cover the Giants on a regular basis would sit around in the press box and badmouth the guy. And yes, I was there. They hated him. Dan Vogelbach. That tells you how good he was. Out of 75, that he still won 7. Yes. You're 100% right, Brian. If you're going to make that kind of statement, John Heyman, yeah, whatever, dude. Babe Ruth plus. Babe Ruth plus what? If you stomped on Babe Ruth's foot and you pulled him up about 1.5 feet, you would have Shohei Ohtani. 70 out of 70. Ohtani's a big guy, though. He is, what is he, 6'4"? He is a big guy. Look at this one. This one's pretty, too. Daniel Johnson, I like that. Is this low? Oh, it's only out of 49. That's pretty. That's pretty. I thought Vogelbach was doing well for the Brewers. He's not now? Last I saw, he was playing well for him. Last Box Mojo, says Matt Beninotto. Last Box Mojo. And so it is, in fact, Last Box Mojo. Hello, did you see Babe Ruth stole all kinds of bases? Do you even know? Wait, before looking it up, Ben, how many stolen bases did Babe Ruth have in his career? Do you have any clue at all? Be honest. Do you have any clue at all? Does anyone in this room know without looking it up? You looked it up. Stop it. Stop it. And Babe Ruth had one of the most, at least one, and one of the most famous stolen bases in the history of baseball. Oh, you did? Cheater. Ben, you big cheater. That was good, though. He had one of the most famous stolen bases in the history of the game. Now, does Shohei Ohtani have one of that? Whatever. It's not even an argument. It's not even a discussion. Let's go this way. Chris Bubich. Oh, look, another redemption, so we'll set that aside. Oh, we have 4 in this one. Oh, that's sweet. Spectacle. Spencer Howard. Babe Ruth was so good. So good. Babe Ruth was so good. He tried to steal a base that lost the Yankees the World Series. And no one even talks about it. That's how good he was. Look at this thing. Game day, Pedro Severino. 10 out of 10. That's pretty. That could be Joey Bart. That's how good Babe Ruth is. They're like, well, Babe Ruth did it. You know. And I think, am I wrong that he lost the World Series? He made him lose the World Series to the Cubs? I might be wrong on that part, but for some reason the Cubs are in my brain. 1936, maybe? I don't know. Something like that. I remember seeing that on baseball and thinking to myself, what? Out of 40, Ian Happ. And then our redemption. What? In our redemption. $10 out of 40. And our redemption. Spectra rookie jersey autographs of Garrett Crochet. Matt Beninotto. I'm going to write White Sox on this. Nobody will know if I don't write White Sox. Uh-oh, I better go find that other redemption and write the team on it. There, I wrote White Sox on your redemption card. Now it's not a PSA 10. Ha ha. Ha, it's not PSA 10 anymore. I know who Alec Bohm plays for. I'm not sure. All the sorters do. Not sure all the sorters do. Man, what a great conversation. And Vlad is still better than Shohei Ohtani. And honestly, Bryce Harper never deserves the MVP. Never. That would suck if that were the case, would it? Oh, I'm sorry you wrote on it. Oh. Dang it. Okay, this is the side that's up. Out of 50, MVP Juan Soto. Most valuable player, Juan Soto. See? Go watch that video that Seth's talking about. I've seen it. And tell me Babe Ruth is not the greatest player in the history of this game. Christian Javier. It's the same silly argument I hear from people who say, oh, Mike Trout is better than Babe Ruth. Really? Really? Christian Javier? 5 out of 25. Really? Willie Mays is better than Mike Trout, so don't even get in the conversation with the Babe. Dalton Jeffries, 16 out of 25. Once again, there's only one player in the history of baseball who was a Hall of Fame pitcher before he decided that he would start hitting full-time. And his name is George. Shane Mcclanahan, 9 out of 25. When you look at talent as a whole, and you look at the entire picture, there is only one other player who really stands up to Babe Ruth, and that's Willie Mays. And if you don't know that, you should go look it up. And I don't think it's a comma conversation. I believe that the greatest player ever to play this game is a sentence. Not comma, but with Willie Mays close. No. Greatest player ever to play this game is Babe Ruth. And Willie Mays might be second, and you can argue for other players, but the start and finish of that sentence is it's Babe Ruth and then it's a period. Houston Astros, Justin Verlander. I would agree with that, Chris. But you can say, looking back, though, at the career they had, that Griffey, you could argue that he was the best player of his generation, though Barry Bonds was better. Yeah, wait, let's take this one off. Bobby Dahlbeck. Shoeless Joe. Now, I don't disagree with you. I'm a huge fan. I collect Shoeless Joe, Matt, so I don't disagree with that statement. I think hey, look, here's a nice one. Kierstad for the Orioles. 45 out of 49. That's nice. I think you could I My heart tells me, and I mean this, if you played out players' careers, if we were able to factor out military time, I still believe that Ted Williams might be the greatest hitter ever. No, I'm going to make that as a statement. I believe Ted Williams, if you played out the numbers, would be considered the greatest player ever, the greatest hitter ever. I think if you play the numbers out for time served in the military, I think you could put a comma by Babe Ruth and add Willie Mays, but you can't because they didn't. You can't because they didn't. But I tell you what, I mean, you take out that time that Ted served in the military and just factor out the normal numbers, and you could, and I think I've seen something where they extrapolated it out, and I do believe Ted Williams, purely from a hitting standpoint, for all aspects of it, hitting for average, hitting for power, situational hitting, I do believe Ted Williams would be the greatest ever. Yeah, there's not much to sleeve. Most of it's already sleeved and top loaded. Out of 20, you, Darvish. You realize you pulled Torque and Knees Tad on the same break. Knees Tad? I'm going to pretend, Steph, that I know what you're saying. Yeah, I was aware of that. Knees Tad? Rogers. What happened to Trevor Rogers being the Kierstad? I like Knees Tad better. I'm going to use that one from now on. That's what I'm going to call him. Knees Tad, 29 out of 30 for Trevor Rogers. I think Shoeless Joe Jackson got a bum deal too. I think there should have been some consideration for, hey, look at Jason Dominguez. 11 out of 15, that's nice. He should have received some consideration for not understanding. I still don't believe that he understood. I think that the other players told him that he should go along with it, and he did. I think he was just a simple guy, not a dumb guy, but just a simple man and a trusting man. And he trusted his teammates, and his teammates led him astray. I do believe that. I do believe of that bunch that they should really take a good second look at Shoeless Joe and ask that question. Brady Singer is our last auto out of 199. Brady Singer is our last auto. But what am I to say? I put Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. Are you taking eras into account? The footage of Babe doesn't look all that impressive compared it to Wilt and Russell. You know what? I'll tell you what. I think the greatest athlete, if you just want to go in terms of what they meant to their teams, Bill Russell. Is it true? Do I remember reading this the other day that Bill Russell won 11 titles in 13 years, and the only 2 years that he did not win a title were the 2 years that he did not play because he was injured? I mean, if you want to talk in terms of what a player meant to their team, how do you do better than that? How do you do better than that? How do you do better than 11 titles in 13 years, and the only 2 that you don't win are the 2 that you're not there because you're hurt? I mean, Bill Russell is one of the greatest team sports guys in the history of. I do believe Michael Jordan is the GOAT as far as basketball is concerned. I agree with that. But I mean, Bill Russell, as far as the general team sports go, I mean, how do you outdo that? Right? I mean, how can you say anything other than wow? I mean, that's just monstrously good. This LeBron James nonsense, please, with this LeBron James. Let's not even go down that road. All right, so we're going to give these away. Let's what do you want to give this away first? You want to recap? Let's recap first. 5 out of 5. So this is the big reason that we're going to be giving away that other spot, because someone's going to get the Waddle. We didn't account for it when we did the break, when we did the listing. So we're clearly going to give it away, except I'm going to keep the base cards of Josh Gibson in the mini. So you can't have those. I'm keeping those. But somebody gets this and somebody gets that autograph of that other guy. That's really the big two, this one. So this is a big reason for the other spot. And again, we didn't have provision for it. I didn't even think about it. And so we're going to give it away. So somebody who bought into the break is going to get it at the end. So there you go. So there's our other spot. That's pretty much it, right? And so we'll give that away at the end. All right, so let's go through and just look at stuff. Andres Jimenez for the Indians out of 20. Adrian Beltre. Is he a Texas Ranger? Texas Ranger out of 50. Jordan out of 45. Alejandro Kirk out of 35. Lubob. Yeah, there was a Trevor Lawrence mini. Yeah, so that's going to go to the other spot as well. Out of 30 for Lubob. Jason Dominguez is out of 15 for the Yankees. Trevor Rogers, Miami Marlins, out of 30. Hugh Darvish out of 20. Man, time went fast because we were having so much fun. Doggone it. I like these conversations. Charlie Blackmon, Colorado Rockies, out of 25. And we'll have it next time, I'm sure. Justin Verlander, out of 75 for Houston. Dalton Jeffries, Oakland A's, out of 25. Is that true? Is that true, though, seriously, about Dan? Is that true about Bill Russell? 11 and 13 years? And the only two he didn't win were the two that they didn't win when he was a player, were the two that he was hurt. Christian Javier, out of 25. Juan Soto, out of 50. Ian Happ, out of 40. Pedro Severino, out of 10. 10 out of 10 for Pedro. I like that one. Almost looks like a giant. I wonder what giant it could be. Spencer, wait a minute. I didn't even get any giants. What a terrible product this is. 75 for the Phillies. Dan Vogel, you guys distracted me. I didn't get any giants. Dan Vogelbach, Milwaukee Brewers, out of 75. That kind of distracting me. Chris Bubich. Bubich is out of 5 out of 5. Can you see that? 5 out of 5. Jose Ramirez is out of 45. 45. Yes, it did work, darn you. Ryan Weathers is also out of 5. He's 2 out of 5. He's a San Diego Padre. That's a cool one. I like that building blocks. Matt Carpenter is out of 75, and he is a Cardinal. Hunter Dozier is not numbered, but he is a Kansas City Royal. Christian Javier is out of 30. Randall Grichik is out of 20. Randall is a Blue Jay. Randy is out of 25, and he's a Tampa Bay Ray. Ian Anderson out of 30, and he's yeah, you know that team. Davey Garcia is out of 25. He's a Yankee. Pavin is out of 15, and he's a Diamondback. I think this guy's going to be a good player. I've said that before. High Voltage, Andrew McCutchen, out of 25. Brady Singer, 2 out of 40, sorry, for the Royals. And Freddie Freeman, 8 out of 10 for the Atlanta Braves. Last stack of non-autos. Josh Fleming, Tampa Bay Rays, out of 50. Ozzie Albies, out of 35 for the Braves. David Price, is he a Dodger in this? Yep, he is. Out of 75, High Voltage. Why isn't he pitching for the Dodgers? Ian Anderson, he rarely pitches, right? 16 out of 75 for the Braves. Jose Ramirez, Cleveland, out of 30. Tommy Pham, High Voltage for the Padres, out of 50. Joe Adell, out of 50 for the Angels. Chris Bryant, this is a low number, out of 8 for the Cubs. Yan Gomes, Washington Nationals, out of 50. Kybert Ruiz is a Dodger, out of 40. Blake Snell is a a San Diego Padre, out of 75. And Aaron Bracco, never heard of him, is a Cleveland Indian. I don't know who that is. Marginally rejected. Yeah, he lost two out of 13 years. You want to talk about a monster. That's a monster. Okay, these are out of the archives and out of the one baseball auto we got out of the Ginter X. So Lewin Diaz, these came out of the snapshots for the Marlins. This is nice one. Casey Mize out of 100. Their hand number 2, 55 out of 100 for the Tigers. That's nice. Mark Burley. Mark Burley was a good pitcher. 9 out of 100 for the White Sox. Tom Hatch for the Blue Jays. So those came out of the snapshot. So you get 1 auto per on the snapshot. And then out of our first Ginter X box, we got 8 out of 10. We got Mo Vaughn. Mo Vaughn was pretty good for a minute. Now here are the autos. I think all of these are out of the Spectra. Brady Singer. We got Brady Singer several times, huh? Out of 199. Kierstad, that's a nice one, out of 49 for the Orioles. Shane McClanahan, Tampa Bay, out of 25. Phillies, redemption. Spectra, rookie jersey autograph for Alec Boehm. And then the White Sox had one for Garrett Crochet. Same thing, Spectra, rookie jersey autographs. Daniel Johnson, 33 out of 49 for the Indians. Badu, this one was not numbered for Detroit. Zach McKinstry is a Dodger, out of 199. What happened to McKinstry? I thought he was a big deal. Spencer Thorkey, on-card auto, out of 99, which is nice. One of the things I do like about this product, it's nice when they're on-card autos. You know what I'm saying? It's nice that they're not stickers. Pache for the Braves, out of 199. Braves did pretty good. Pretty wood. Contreras for the Braves. There he is, another one, out of 99. Anderson Tejada, Texas Rangers, out of 199. Nolan Jones, out of 49 for the Indians. Tanner Houck, autograph, out of 199 for the Red Sox. Randy, Tampa Bay, not numbered. And Dane Dunning, out of 99 for the Texas Rangers. All right, so let's give away the other spot. So pretty much these cards. Let me set this up. Other spot goes display capture 2. Jump over to here. There's our list. We're going to keep the same list. This is from this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the winner is Ben Young. What? Does that say 20? How did that happen? How did that happen? What? How did that happen? Honestly, how does that happen? All right, I better write a note. That's crazy. It must be rigged. It must be rigged. You'd think I would have some. We're just gonna put the other with the Nationals. Ben, you have the Nationals, right? How is that possible? How is that possible? Okay, there it is. The other spot. It goes the same as the Nationals, right? That's Ben. So there it is. Congratulations, Ben. All right, do we want to shut down the video and do the giveaway of the jersey, or do we want to just do the giveaway of the jersey? I think we just leave this up and we just give away the jersey. What do you guys think? Glad you won, Ben. Good for you. Do it here? All right, we'll do it here. All right, now we got this set up. I'm going to jump back over there and we're going to do that right now. Look at my thumbs down guy is back again. So everybody needs to give me a thumbs up. My thumb we have evidently a someone who just shows up on my videos gives me a thumbs down, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I like it. All right, let's do this. Display capture. We're gonna walk it. I'm gonna walk you guys through all this so you know. Okay, so we had 4 breaks that are in question for, and it doesn't really matter what order they're in, as long as all the names are here. So if we go on this one, we see that. I don't want to open it. Get out of here. Get out of here. What are you on there for heaven's sakes? Okay, so there's 29 spots would be this break. Okay, we stop here with Kenny. That's this break. Now the second break up is the earlier break. Okay, we'll scroll down to that. We should end with the Washington Nationals. Ryan, that was Ryan McMaster. Now 26 spots in yesterday's random. Okay, and there's 26 is Matt Bischoff, and then the other break we had was the first of this one, the gold label. And so we should go all the way down to the Nationals. So 29 plus 29 plus 26. 29 times 3 plus 26, right? So, oops, because we had 29 3 times. 26 is 113. So let's randomize this and see where we're at. Okay, so we've got 113. So everyone is represented in this. There's 113 spots. You can see right here. So we are correctly represented. I just want to make sure everybody sees that and they all understand it, so we know exactly where we're at. All 4 breaks are represented. Everyone is in there. Okay, whoever's on top at the end of this gets the Ryan Mountcastle autographed jersey. 3, 4. At the halfway point, the winner would be Mark Wiemeyer. 5. Or 6, I'm sorry. 7. Whatever number it is, I don't know. 8. Who would have won this had we stopped one before? It's the Big T's. The Colorado Rockies and Ryan Addison. But as we know, that's not it. That's number 9. Tell your mom the other, or Ian, the other spot. Look, take that out. The other spot goes with the Washington Nationals in this random. Okay. So the winner of the jersey, that was kind of mean, but I had to stop on there, is Brian Shropshire. Look at that. Brian S. wins the Ryan Mountcastle autographed jersey. Next week, we're gonna, like I said, we're going to employ the wheel. But for this week, it's Brian Shropshire. Well done. Congratulations. Let me find a, what's the thing I'm looking for? Sticky thing? What are those called? Post-it notes. Isn't Brian here? I thought he was here. I thought he was. And we're gonna write his name on a fancy, look at this. Oh, that is so sweet. Look at how cute that is. Brian Shropshire. There you go. Like I said, we are going to make this a weekly thing. Whatever our last break is on Saturday is the break we're going to do it on. We're just going to make that our regular part of what it is. But next time we're going to employ the wheel. I'm going to have to put something behind the wheel to get it to spin properly. Because I think I had something behind there before that's no longer there to help it spin. But next week we're going to play with the wheel a little bit more. So thank you guys. I appreciate you as always. Fun break. Great conversation as always. Man, that's the best part of all of this is hanging out and chatting. So you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Back on Tuesday, we're going to do some more gold label while we prepare for Donruss Optic. I think is next Friday, and then the week after that, I believe, is Update, and we will be doing lots of both. So thank you guys. Appreciate you as always. Take care of yourselves, and I will talk to you next week. If I can do anything for anyone, please let me know.